Thank you for joining this presentation, Video Telematics, a rapidly evolving technology. I'm Lisk, Vice President of Safety Services for Lytx. And in this presentation, I'll be describing video telematics, but more specifically, sharing with you how rapidly it's changing and where it's going and how it can help your fleet reduce collisions and control claims costs. First of all, what is video telematics? So video telematics is a technology that combines video recording for monitoring driver behavior with traditional telematics, capturing vehicle location, speed, idling, braking, and other sensor data. I've displayed on the screen several features that these devices may have, but really just highlighting two in particular. One, machine vision and artificial intelligence, and the other, in-cab alerts. So machine vision and artificial intelligence, or MVAI, what is it? Well, you have cameras on your phones, and if you want to take a picture with that camera phone, what happens is that that camera detects an object, determines the focal point, brings it into focus, and then automatically snaps a photo at just the right time. And that's really what machine vision and artificial intelligence are doing. So machine vision sees and recognizes an object, then artificial intelligence, which has been trained of a whole bunch of data, interprets and decides what to do about what the machine vision identified. This chart kind of shows the, I guess, the evolution of video telematics. Previous versions relied on accelerometers, in other words, measurements of change force, as well as measurements through GPS or ECM in terms of speed, the speed of the vehicle. Use those data points to determine when a potentially unsafe driving action may have taken place, when to create a report, or when to capture video. And that was very helpful for certain behaviors that didn't cause changes in force or didn't involve speeding that were still very risky. Think of, for example, a driver on a cell phone. So there was lots of behaviors that were very dangerous that kind of went undetected with prior technology that are now able to be detected through machine vision and artificial intelligence. Using the road view sensor when looking forward in front of the vehicle, here are 4 behaviors as examples that can be identified through the use of machine vision and artificial intelligence. Here's an example of one of them. So in this case, the device is going to recognize a stop sign. It's going to also collect the vehicle speed data, combine the two and recognize that the vehicle never came to a complete stop, and therefore it's going to capture video at a particular moment. So there's the stop sign, the vehicle fails to stop, rolls right through it, and in this case, almost hits a crossing vehicle. This is exactly the type of incident that would not have been captured in previous versions of the technology, but with MVAI, it is getting captured. Here are behaviors that can be captured using the inside sensor with MVAI. Drivers using a cell phone, a driver not wearing a seatbelt, a driver fatigued or falling asleep, plus these other ones there. Here's an example of a driver where the video was, they were using a cell phone, and the machine vision and artificial intelligence recognized that and captures a video, in this case also sending an alert to the driver. So one of the biggest changes in reducing risky incidents is this combination of capturing more risky behavior through machine vision and artificial intelligence, combining that with audible driver alerts to bring it to their attention. So audible alerts are another big change that's really bringing improvement. Some benefits of audible alerts: one is that it enables the driver to correct that behavior in near real time. Also, it's really handing over the need and the ability to change over to the driver. So it really sends a message of driver empowerment. And in this current environment where it's very hard for us all to get together because of COVID, that vehicle equipped with MVAI and in-cab alerts It's really an opportunity in the cab for continuous improvement, despite the fact we can't all get together. And if the driver is taking on more of the responsibility for the changes in their behavior, that means the manager has less responsibility. Their burden is reduced. So putting it all together in terms of alerts, these are examples of the various types of alerts that are available in the marketplace to alert drivers of potentially unsafe activities that are going on. Example of an inattentive alert. So in this case, driver is going to be looking down at their cell phone. The cell phone is actually out of the capture of the camera itself, but the MVAI recognizes the driver's head movement as being inattentive.
Distracted.
And so with this audible alert, in many instances, the driver is going to put that phone away and self-correct, which is exactly what you want. Do in-cab alerts, do audio alerts work? They do. This chart here is just one from a client who recently turned on audible alerts. And if you look about halfway along on the bar graph here, you see where the green arrow is. That's where they first enabled the audible alerts. And immediately after, you see a drop of about 50% in risky behaviors. And specifically what it did is when they turned on those audible alerts, they had a dramatic drop in both rolling stops. Drivers were doing a better job of stopping at stop signs, and also more compliance on wearing seat belts. And that primarily drove that change. Thank you for attending this session on video telematics.